Hi everybody, Peggy Hubbard here, installation of Straight Talk. It is the eve before New Year's Eve, and I was reading on Facebook and Twitter, and I don't know if you guys ever heard of BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed is a internet news outlet. They're about to go public with their IPO and for stockholders. So I think after this, it's going to tank. Now, this woman, I got her name wrong. Her name is Patrice Peck. She is a contributing writer for BuzzFeed. And what she said was she had 37 things that white people ruined for black people. And one of the things that this woman, Patrice Peck, wrote was 37 things that white people ruined for black people. She had sports, she had makeup, she had trees. Trees are considered now racist. The Oscars, the Grammys. She said white rappers, and nobody told Eminem that he is white. So they embrace Eminem because Eminem doesn't like Trump. So I guess he is no longer considered black. So this little woman, Patrice Peck, she said that white folks even ruined macaroni and cheese, mac and cheese. And my girlfriend, Annie, my best buddy, this woman makes the most phenomenal macaroni and cheese I have ever tasted. I mean, so good. Man, her macaroni and cheese is the bomb. So this woman here said 37 things that white folks ruined for us black people. So, you know, Peggy just got out of Facebook jail. Just got out yesterday. I guess I'm going to be going back in because I too have a list. My list says there are 39 things that black people ruin for white folks. So if you're going to go for tit for tat, it's my turn. So here we go. I got to get a drink because I'm parched. So we're going to get started. That's nice. Okay. Are you ready for my list? Here we go, America. I'm going to Facebook jail. God, I'm going to go to jail. I'm going to slide in sideways to hell with my gasoline drawers and my hair on fire. So here we go. Number one, black people ruin for white folks is the movies. Black folks go to the movies, can't act right, go in the movie theater, talking. I don't know about y'all, but I've been in a movie theater where people actually pulled out greens, ham hocks, and chicken at the movie theaters. Nobody wants to smell your food. Then they want to be loud and talk in the middle of the movie like they're a movie critic, won't shut up. And then you got that one girl that is sitting there popping her damn gum in your ear. Clack, 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 clack. So, yeah, movies. Number two, Chuck E. Cheese. We black people cannot go to Chuck E. Cheese without some badass little kid hopping over the games, taking people's balls, cursing, and then you have the mama fighting and the baby mama and the new girlfriend fighting at Chuck E. Cheese. We had a shooting here last year, Christmas time, at Chuck E. Cheese, where we had a baby mama and a girlfriend. They showed up at the same time. Baby daddy was there. And the black chick said to her little girl, you better say goodbye to your daddy because he getting ready to die. At Chuck E. Cheese. So we can't even go to Chuck E. Cheese. White folks can't go to Chuck E. Cheese without us black people showing our asses. The next one is church. I don't know sometimes whether I go to church or nightclub. We go to church, we want to fall out in the middle of the floor, roll around. We got holes in our drawers. We want to run up and down the aisle. Then you got one of those badass kids that are standing up in the pew at church looking at you like this. Yeah, we ruin church every time. And then when the collection plate comes around, you go, I want to put something on it and give the pastor an IOU. The NBA and NFL, need I say more? We have NFL players that are convicted felons, sexual assault, dog fighting, rapists, drug transactions, weapons. NBA is no better. Should call it the National Black Baller Association. So you know what? NFL and NBA. We black people done ruined it. Nobody wants to watch it. Nobody wants to come to the stands to come in and watch the game because we black people done messed up the NFL. We done messed up the NBA. And now the ratings are in the toilet because black people done ruined that too. Welfare. I know I'm going to hear from white folks about white folks are on welfare, but nobody got welfare on lock like us black folks. We feel like it is a God-given right that we're supposed to get welfare. If you can get up out of your bed, put your clothes on, go to Walmart and shop and get lobster and roast and steak and eat better than me, and I work for a living. My spouse works for a living. But we can't buy lobster and shrimp and steak. No. I even had a trifling ass cousin that had the balls to ask me to let me use her EBT card if I gave her $50. I'm already paying for it. So why do I have to pay for it again? Next one. Refunds and earned income tax credit. How in the hell do you get earned income tax credit and you don't have a job? Oh, wait a minute. I know how. You do hair in your kitchen. So that's the going thing. I'm a barber or I do hair in my kitchen. You get a $9,000 refund for doing hair in your kitchen. People like us, white folks, they busting their ass every day to go to work, but you get a $9,000 check at the end of the year. Number 7, nightclubs. Damn it, we cannot go to a nightclub without somebody getting shot, stabbed, or beat up. That's why I don't go to nightclubs anymore. I don't go because you're either going to get shot, stabbed, or robbed going to a nightclub. The next one, number 8, proms. Have you seen some of these little black girls going to the prom? I don't know whether or not they're going to audition for the Hustler Club. All pregnant, belly sticking out, and they have the nerve to have their belly sticking out and bedazzled with jewels going to the prom. Look, little girl, if your ass is knocked up, you got no business going to nobody's prom knocked up. You don't. When I was in high school, girls that were pregnant were not allowed to partake in the prom. Now we got these little hussies going to the prom with their belly sticking out, and they got the nerve to put jewels around their belly. As if. That's the reason why you're knocked up, because the way you look. The next one. Number 9, graduations. Have you ever been to a graduation where black folks just start fighting for no damn reason? I've seen it all over Facebook. Graduations where black people are breaking out fighting and white folks are running for the hills. We can't have nothing nice. We cannot go to a function without one of us showing our asses at graduation. Fight breaks out. You can go on Facebook and type in black people fighting at graduation. You'll get over 200 feeds of showing us showing our ass at graduation. The malls. Now, I'm a living testimony to this. Week before Christmas, I'm in the mall shopping, and a bunch of us break out fighting in the mall. It was on Facebook last week. You can see my little head walking past them with my coffee in my hand going, black people, niggas. Yeah, I said it. That's how we act. Niggas. Fighting in the mall. Baby mama and the new girlfriend fighting over this fool in the mall. And he's standing there watching these two women fight over him in the mall. And you wonder why white folks build all these malls out in the middle of nowhere, because they're trying to get away from us. Because we cannot go to the mall without showing our asses. Walmart. Need I say more? Sometimes I go to Walmart with a cup of coffee and sit at Subway and just watch the show. Because we're going to go in there and show our asses at Walmart. And it ties into the refund season too. Just wait and see. As soon as the refund season roll around, you're going to be seeing those 75-inch TVs come down off the wall. And then you're going to see them 4 months later at the pawn shop. See, I don't buy TVs at Walmart anymore. I just go straight to the pawn shop. Come June, I can get me a 75-inch television. My TV just went out in my family room. I'm going to wait till tax season and buy me a new TV at the pawn shop. Because you know what? I can get it for a fraction of the cost. Because as soon as we get a refund, we run straight to Walmart and we buy these 55, 65, 75-inch television sets. So why buy a TV? People, white folks, if you want a really good price on a television set, go to the neighborhood pawn shop. Yeah, they'll give you the hookup. Because that's what we do. We go to Walmart and we show our asses. We fight in the middle of Walmart. White folks can't go to Walmart without us showing our asses. The grocery store. I seen a videotape of us fighting in the middle of the damn grocery store. These little kids were, this is where a child would show up on a milk carton to me. When I was growing up, if I showed my ass at the grocery store, my mama showed hers. These little kids here, we can't go grocery shopping. I go grocery shopping 25 miles out of my city just to get away from us. Because we show our ass at the first of the month. I'm sorry, but it's true. We do. Beauty supply stores. I was just in there today. Getting the hair. I was just in there today. And let me tell you, they were in there getting them some hair. New Year's Eve is tomorrow. They want to get their drink on. They want to get their swerve on. And they were in there arguing with my girl who is Asian. And they're cursing her out and calling her names. And you wonder why white folks stay away from beauty supply stores. Because every time we go in there, we show our asses. Traffic stops. Need I say more? You know, the police will not pull you over if your tags were not expired for a year. Then you want to run a stop sign. Then when the cop pulls you over, the tags don't match the car. You ain't got no insurance, and you driving on a suspended license, and you got your radio blaring. And you wonder why the police pull you over, because your ass is suspect. So that's why our cops are not being active in dealing with us, especially white cops. Because you know what? We show our asses. We want to talk about Articles of Confederation, and you need to go get your supervisor, and I'm a free inhabitant. Bullshit. You black. You're an American. Shut the hell up. The next one, TV interviews. Have you ever noticed on television that the reporters find the most ignorant black person you ever want to see? The most ignorant fool you ever want to interview, they go for the first black person. And this person, oh my God, really? And we ruin it for everybody else. They ruin it for the educated black people. They ruin it for everybody, not just white folks, but they ruin everything. Everything. MTV. I cannot watch MTV anymore because every time I turn it on, there's some kind of rap, Q-Dog, Q-Piece, whatever his fool's name is this week, and I don't understand a damn thing this fool is saying. I don't know what the heck or what the freak these fools are saying on MTV. I don't even watch it. MTV used to be a nice program back in the 80s, back in the day. You can actually understand what these people were singing about. You got a bunch of us on MTV. We done ruined it for white folks. Pimp my rims, pimp my ride, pimp my house, MTV cribs. Really? Skating rinks. White folks can't even go to skating ring. We got a skating ring right here in Belleville. A bunch of us showed up and a fight broke out at the skating ring right here in Belleville. And only thing I saw was white folks running for the dough because we done messed it up for everybody. So you know what? We can't even go to skating rings anymore without showing our asses. Number 19, birthday parties. Folks, have you ever been to a birthday party and white folks are there and then we turn around and act a zip damn fool and start twerking, and somebody hires a stripper for not a 17-year-old, yeah, it was a 17-year-old stripper, and she was giving a lap dance to a 6-year-old boy. Totally ruined the party. I saw in the video, white folks was looking in shock, and they got up and left. So we also now ruin birthday parties. You can't even have a birthday party at McDonald's without a fight breaking out. Funerals. We had a little girl that got shot, and then we had another little girl who died of congestive heart failure. This was back in early November, and I put this video up. At the funeral, black folks showed up and shot up the funeral. Showed up and shot up the funeral, and 4 people were shot. So we can't even have a funeral. And that says nothing about the kind of training we had at home. We have no home training. We have no self-control. We go to a funeral, family's already grieving, and we shoot up a funeral. Award ceremonies. We had a white school here in my area, and a bunch of black folks showed up for the award ceremony for little grade school kids, and a fight broke out. And guess what? It was one of us. So we ruined a 6th grade award ceremony because we decided as black folks to show our asses, and you saw white folks running for the damn dough. 22, family reunions. I can testify to this. We went to our family reunion one year, and guess what? Somebody in our family broke into our hotel rooms. So guess what? We don't go to family reunions anymore. We went to a family reunion one year down in the Ozarks. They were so loud. Me and Charlie got to the front desk to get another room to get away from our family at our family reunion. We got down there, and there were 6 other white couples down there begging to be moved to the other side of the hotel because we as black people showed our asses. And now we're not allowed back. So that goes in line with ruining vacations as well. So yeah, we've done that. Number 23, neighborhoods. You wonder why white folks don't go through certain neighborhoods after dark? Because you know why? We as black people destroyed our inner city. We certainly have. We have destroyed our inner cities. White folks don't want to come to the inner city like St. Louis because they're getting robbed, they're getting shot, carjacked. We had a white couple who was carjacked going into their apartment yesterday. Day before yesterday, we had one. Then we had another one that was carjacked downtown St. Louis on Christmas Eve. Our inner cities and our neighborhoods are going to shit. And guess what? Every carjacking, pretty much 99% all black. And you wonder why people don't want to travel into St. Louis City because of the crime problem that we have. Number 24, cars. Have you ever seen rims that cost more than a car? We now have black folks that go and rent rims on their cars called rent and roll, where you can rent rims for your car. Doesn't matter if your car is 10, 20, 15 years old, you can rent rims. And you wonder why people treat you the way they do. Number 26, shower caps. White folks, I know you've seen a bunch of us walking around in shower caps in Walmart. And shower caps I thought were for the shower, but we take it as a fashion statement. We walk around with shower caps, so we ruined that too. Shower caps are made for the shower. Shower caps are not supposed to go past your front door. Leggings. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I come to leggings. I'm wearing leggings right now, and my shirt comes over my leggings, over my butt. We take it as a personal challenge. We put on leggings with fat asses and thinking we look good. and look back behind you, you look like you got hail damage. And you got the nerve to put on leggings and a thong. Really? Leggings and a thong, and you got such a wide back behind you? Really? Saggy pants. If you can wear saggy pants, you mean to tell me you cannot afford a belt to hold up your pants? I don't know where this fad came from, but if I do remember right, it came from the prison system where prisoners used to walk around advertising. If their pants were down below their butt, that means they were open for business and they were ready for a butt fucking. Pardon my French, but that's what it means. So you cannot afford a belt, but you can walk around with $300 pair of tennis shoes. Let's see. The English language. We done ruined that too. The word is called them. T-H-E-M. Not them. D-E-M. Some. S-O-M-E. Not some. S-E-M or S-U-M. We done killed the English language. Our favorite saying is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying because you haven't said anything yet. What the hell? What the hell are you talking about? Say something. The English language is called the Webster Dictionary. It's called a thesaurus. If you don't know what you're talking about or saying, look at a dictionary before you write something on Facebook. I swear to God, I have to look up Ebonics just to understand what the hell you're saying. So we done killed the English language. We done ruined it. Making up holidays. We have Christmas. We have Kwanzaa. Now, Kwanzaa was made up by a convicted felon in 1969 who decided to make up a holiday for black folks. If you were to go to Africa right now and ask black people over in Africa, what is Kwanzaa, they couldn't tell you. Kwanzaa is a made up holiday. It's called first fruit. So, you know what? I'm not going to celebrate anything that was engineered by a convicted felon who used to beat his wife and beat his girlfriend and got locked up for torturing women. That's where Kwanzaa comes from. Rental property. My neighbor across the street just got evicted. Guess what? He's black. And guess what happened? He tore up the house because he was being evicted. So he got evicted and tore up the rental property, kicked holes in the wall, poured concrete down the toilet, messed up the pipes, didn't pay his rent for 8 months, squatting. We done ruined rental property. And you wonder why white folks don't want to rent to us black folks? Because you know what? We can't do right. We can't act right. They got bills to pay just like us. That rental property is their income. And when we destroy their income, guess what happens? When you go and try to rent someplace else, they're going to ask for reference. Do you know that man is going to tell them that you tore up his property? Have y'all ever watched Judge Judy and these clowns show up and their house is trifling and ratchet and disgusting? I hate living across from rental property. So that's another thing we done screw up. Vacations. I already covered that. Family reunions. We can't go on vacation without showing our asses. I've been on vacation. I went to Sturgis. Black folks. Me and my husband were there with white folks. We had a wonderful time. It was a group of black folks that were there. They clowned and showed their asses. And guess what? They escorted them out of Sturgis. Because we come in a pack, we can't act right. Weddings. I had a family member that got married. And what happened was this. Her and her husband, soon-to-be husband, weren't married yet, he got caught cheating. The woman he was cheating with showed up on their wedding day at their house and said she was pregnant. Do you know this fool married this man anyway? While they were walking down the aisle, they were having an argument and made the white folks there feel very uncomfortable. So we ruined weddings. Then I had a friend who got married, who was white, got married, had a beautiful wedding. These 4 black coworkers showed up, got drunk, and showed their asses and got locked up at her wedding. I tell you, we done mess up weddings. We mess up weddings. I mean, property damage, the whole 9 yards. They showed their asses. Ruined her wedding. Relationships. That's another thing we screw up. Why is it that if a black woman is with a white man, y'all want to call her all kind of names? If a black man is with a white woman, y'all want to call him all kind of names. Maybe the reason why they're with other races is because y'all can't act right. Maybe reason why these black men are with these white women because some of you black women are wretched. You ever stop to think of that? This man goes to work, gives his all, pays his bills, and the only thing he wants to be is to be needed and loved. No, you're going to put him down because he can't buy you a 3-carat ring, or he can't get your weave done every week when you want it done, or he can't take you to a 5-star restaurant and things of that nature, when Tyrone couldn't even buy you a church's chicken 3-piece. So you want to dog a brother because he got tired of dealing with you ratchet black females and go get him a white woman. Or these black women that are tired of dealing with undereducated brothers, tired of your butt, credit all messed up, still living on mama's couch, can't pay your bills, got 5 or 6 baby mamas, and she go get her a white man and you got the nerve to get mad. That man treats her like a queen, loves her, cherishes her, honors her, and y'all can't handle it. So I've been to the movies and I've seen the ugly looks of some of these white women get from black women, and it astounds me. If your ass acted right, maybe you would have been standing next to that black man. So don't get mad when a sister rolls up with a white guy. Don't get mad when a brother rolls up with a white woman. Because your ass is trifling and don't want to act right. You want to sit up and put that brother down, and you want to put that sister down because they get tired of dealing with your trifling asses because you're ratchet. So don't get mad. Facebook, number 36. Why is it we get on Facebook and show our asses? Why is that? I cannot get on Facebook without seeing one of us acting a zip damn fool. Calling white people racist when we are the racist ones. Asking for special set-asides. Asking for reparations. Talking about what they did to us as slaves. You don't know anybody that knows anybody that knows anybody that knows anybody that was ever a slave. Give it up. Give up the ghost. Get off the cross. Somebody else needs the wood. Get off of it. Slavery happened. It was ugly. Deal with it. And then you want to take down statues. You want to remove statues. Okay, here's the deal. You could take down all the Confederate statues you want. Remove all of the remnants of slavery you want. But understand this. When you remove all those statues from our country and you remove the Confederate flag from our country, don't you dare bring up slavery. Because you know what? The proof of slavery has already been taken away because you took away the proof that it actually happened. So don't bring up slavery and throw it up in white America's face because you just took away every evidence that slavery even happened. So knock it off. You can't bring that up. That's no longer an argument. It is now a moot point. Slavery was bad. Slavery happened. You're taking down the Confederate statues. You're taking down the Confederate flags. But guess what? You can no longer use that as an excuse as Black Americans of what took place and what happened to us. Nothing happened to you. Nothing happened to me. And that is what's wrong with our country. Because we want to sit up and throw it up in white America's face of what happened to us. When we remove all the proof that whatever happened to us, we cannot beat that over the head of white America. You want to rewrite history? then poof, slavery never happened. You want to take down all the statues and the flags? Poof, slavery never happened. So you don't have that as an argument anymore, Black America. So for 2018, don't bring up what happened to us as slaves, because guess what? All your proof is gone. We have no reference to it because you removed every last bit of it. Our next little piece, excuse me, guys, I dropped my paper. The next little piece is Chicago. Yes, Black people done messed up Chicago. I'm Black and I don't even want to go to Chicago. Chicago had over 600 homicides, and I think something in the ballpark of over 5,000 people shot. So we as Black people done messed up Chicago with all this killing and inner city violence. And we say Black Lives Matter. And here it is, Chicago. We done ruined it for white folks as well. White folks are afraid to go to Chicago, afraid to go into the inner city because they're actually afraid that they're going to get a bullet in the ass. I am too. I don't want to be around us. A lot of us. A big group of us. Because we can't do right. We want to show our asses. So that's another thing that we done ruined for white folks. We also ruined amusement parks for white folks. We can't go to an amusement park without showing our asses. We can't go to a water park without showing our asses. So it's a lot of things that we cannot do. The list for white folks is 37 things. The list for black folks, I came up with 48 things that we done ruined for white people. 48. We done ruined for white folks. We done ruined movies, Chuck E. Cheese, church, NBA, NFL, welfare, refunds, nightclubs, proms, graduations, malls, Walmart, shopping, beauty supply store, traffic stop, TV interviews, MTV, skating rings, birthday parties, funerals, award ceremonies, family reunions, neighborhoods, cars, motorcycles, shower caps, leggings, saggy pants, athletic attire, makeup, made-up holidays, vacation, rental property, weddings, relationship, Facebook, Twitter, Chicago, inner city, amusement parks, water parks. We have ruined all of those things for white America. And we want to sit up and say what white America has done. It's not fair. It's okay for us to say Black pride. It's okay for us to say Asian pride. It's okay for us to say Hispanic pride. It's okay for us to say Irish pride. But as soon as a white person says white pride, it's already construed as being racist. And that has got to stop. It is no different of me being proud being Black as that white person being proud of being white. It doesn't take anything away from my Blackness. And it shouldn't take anything away from his white or her whiteness. Everybody should be proud of their ethnic background, whatever it may be. None of us are pure. I'm not pure Black. And a lot of us are not pure white. Unless you count Elizabeth Warren, who thinks she's Pocahontas. That's a different subject. But this is my statement to this woman, Patrice Peck, that wrote this. You are to be ashamed of yourself because of what you do and because of what the audience you have and the platform you stand on. You stood on dividing us. So I wanted to give it back to you what we as Black people have ruined. We have ruined so much. We can't even protest without tearing up our neighborhoods. Where white folks used to come into our community, they don't go anymore because they saw what they saw on the news. That we act like a bunch of pack animals. And that is the portrayal. That's what we portray on television. that we act like a bunch of pack animals. We can't go to the mall without showing our asses. We cannot go on the 5 o'clock news without showing our ignorance. We can't even have a graduation or a celebration without one of us pulling out a gun and shooting at someone at that festivity with kids present. I never saw a birthday party with a shooting at a white function. I'm very leery about going to black functions because sometimes I know things are going to happen. And it's sad. It really is sad. Tupac was in Vegas, which is predominantly white. And a group of us got there and shot up the joint, and he got killed. Yes, a white man shot up Las Vegas. Yes, he did. But also, the outcry has not been as predominant for black people in Chicago. We want to sit up and talk about how this white man committed this mass shooting. Well, we have mass shootings going on every weekend in Chicago, and nobody has done anything about it. We had 4 people die rather, in Chicago on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And over 25 people were shot over the Christmas holiday weekend. That's a mass shooting right there. Nobody talks about it. We had people shot and killed here in St. Louis, and nobody protests for those women. 3 women got killed. There's no protest. We can't go to the mall without showing our asses. We can't go to the movies without showing our asses. I know this was supposed to be funny, but it's sad that we as black people can come up with a list of how white folks ruin things for us when we are too busy ignoring our dirt and what we do. And I know I make fun, but this is really pretty damn sad. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. So for 2017, we need to bury the race card and start loving each other and stop seeing color and start seeing each other for what we are, human beings, and love one another, because that is the real true message. All this hate, all this division has got to come to an end. And I thought it was pretty ridiculous for this woman to come up with a list of how many things white people ruin when we as black people can be pretty damn ignorant our damn selves. And we don't want to face truth and face fact, but that our list is longer. I cut the list down. I came up with actually 80 things that black people ruin for white people. I came up with 80. I cut it down to 40. How sad is that? How sad. I don't have all the answers. But what I do know is if we don't come together as a people, like Dr. King says, we're going to perish together as fools. And that is true, and that is profound. And that has got to be our message. Come together as people. Put down the hate. Stop looking at color. And just love each other. It's not that hard. It takes more energy to hate. It takes less energy to love. And I rather love. I love my enemies, and I love the people that don't take kindly to my message. I still love them. And maybe that's the difference of me and them. Maybe I see something that they cannot see. That there is good in every race. But there are also evils. So that's my message. Everyone, this is Peggy Hubbard. I've taken up enough of your time. I love you guys. Take care. Happy New Year. And hopefully I don't go to Facebook jail. I love you guys.